Greetings, Mayors. Smith here, back with another SimCity Buildit city build video for you guys. This one's not going to be 30 minutes long. I got a better idea of what I want to do this time, so let's get started. Alright, so first I want to draw a road and connect it to the rest of my city, the part of the city that I'm not currently messing with right now. And I want to intersect that with the little lead-in part. And this here area is going to be for our services. So get rid of that road, and we're going with the deluxe on all of the services. Guys, comment below if you want me to make a layout for some of the basic services, one that utilizes the basic services. I don't know what you guys have, but here this will be pretty good. Let's see, wonder if I can get rid of something there. I guess not. So this is my basic coverage setup here. You can see it's pretty good coverage all the way around with fire, police, and health services, so we got that covered. All right, now the next thing we want to do is kind of draw a border around the entire city, making sure that we have everything covered. Now, I'm going to start with the inner border this time. Like I said, I got an idea of what I want to do. I'm leaving a space for a 4x4 building on the side, and a space for 2 4x4s on the top and bottom. Maybe though I can probably add a little bit more there and maybe do something to make sure all of those buildings are connected. Nothing's just floating out there with no roads. All right, now right here I want just something for a single line of buildings. And we'll see how far. Hopefully this will still be in the coverage area. And there we go. That's kind of the beginning there. Looks very aesthetically pleasing to me, I think. What do you guys think so far? All right. All right, so let's see. I think we can come probably out to that line there that it's suggesting. And I'm really having a lot of trouble with the roads today, trying to get them to go straight. All right, so there I can include a total of 8 buildings in those 2 quadrants there that I just drew. Run right there and add on to the single buildings that I have up top. I don't know if any of this is making sense. I'm kind of just talking off the top of my head, and you guys are not really seeing what I'm not able to point out what I'm talking about. So we'll get a little bit more into it once we get the buildings in. As far as that goes, I was thinking about doing an education, something with the education specialization this time, bringing in some of those university buildings, you know, the school buildings, and just make some room there. All right, so what I'm trying to do here, and what you should be doing as well, is making sure that as you're laying these things out, you kind of have an idea of the space that you have, so that when you're placing your buildings, everything just goes in flawlessly. You see what I mean? So I can see where I'm going to put rows of a block of 4 buildings there. You can see about 3 different places there where I can fit in 4 buildings per little slot. Now let's see. Now the next part is very helpful for building. Just going ahead and placing some of the university buildings, and then from that point kind of rearranging based on the areas that you weren't able to fill, things like that. So far it's going pretty well. We got the high school there. We've got the old university building there, and then we'll get the public library here. All right, and how about the community college? We need to make some room for that. And this is what I was talking about. This is when you are kind of adapting to how everything is going once you actually put the buildings in. So we're gonna have to find a way to fit this in. We'll just delete a road. We'll delete this road. And we can move this building a little bit closer, move that closer, and there we have enough room. So, prime example of what I'm talking about. You set your borders, make sure all your roads are within the coverage area, and then you draw your inner circle, and then you create different quadrants for different setups of buildings. And I went with a few I call it 4x4, but it's not 4x4. It's just a block that you can fit 4 buildings in. All right. Now, what I want to do, just to make things look, good and everything, I want to keep these old university buildings and the old education buildings separate from the ones that are in that season exclusive buildings, because they made those a little bit differently. They made them maybe a little taller is the best way to put it. A little bit larger. So just because they look pretty nice, I want to keep them all separate. So we'll have them on either side. Now another thing is I forgot about the parks that came along with some of these university buildings, and that fits in pretty nicely. I could actually see that being part of an actual university. You got your Department of Education there, the high school, but I mean, if we just pretend it's not a high school right in the middle of a college campus, that might not be such a good idea, but in this case, it fits perfectly. And then you have your, that university, that statue guy, I forgot what that was called at this point, and the University Cafe. And that could probably go somewhere. You want to make sure also that you put these buildings in a place that they're going to effectively increase the population of other buildings. So in other words, it would make no sense to put that university building so that it only affects, like the services buildings. You want to move them so that, you're able to get good population boosts from those. And let's see, since we kind of got that football field there, we can also put a soccer field and a baseball field there. And the swimming pool. I always like the swimming pool. And there you go. It's a nice little building, I think. So this is kind of like your athletic spot right there. Just keeping everything together. And that's all we're doing. All right. That's probably all the buildings I want to work with right now. I'll probably do the building placement off camera and come back and show you guys, because I just don't want to, like I said, I want this to be a shorter video this time. Last time it was 30 minutes, and that was because I was precisely doing that. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned. And we're back. Let me kind of put it in this mode so you guys can see it a little bit better. So I used the Parisian buildings, the London buildings, sort of as, because it looks like they go with the university. And then I kind of mixed and matched all the other buildings. You got skyscrapers of different sizes, small, tall, mid-size, old looking, new looking, because that's really how it is if you want to make a realistic city. And my services right there in the middle, making sure that everything is accounted for. I think it looks pretty nice. Like I said, the mixture of the buildings, it's a preference sort of thing. But I do like this little pathway here. This would really look great if I upgraded the roads, which there's really no point in doing, because I plan on doing more of these builds, and I'm just going to keep this same area here as a canvas for me to work on. I'll put some buildings back and come back with another video, do another type of build, and we'll just keep it going that way. But I think it looks really nice. The way that the buildings all kind of flow together, I think. Actually, I want to wait for it to get dark, since it seems like the sun is going down. We'll take a look at it at night. So, I've been trying to do a few more different types of games on this channel. I don't know how you guys are feeling it. I've been playing City Skylines. If you want to check those out. It's a similar game to SimCity Buildit. I mean, as far as a city builder, it's more similar to SimCity, actually. A lot of customization you can do. I'd check it out if I were you. I got it on my PC, and I've been uploading those videos. So, I like the way that you can see it over there in the corner, the cafeteria, the outdoor cafeteria, kind of fits in with the buildings. It looks like maybe a place that some people would go on their lunch break. And it looks really nice at night. But that's been it, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. This is Smith. Peace out. See you later.